Hello students, in this video I will explain one more recursive function. One recursive function is given and we have to find the output of that recursive function. So without wasting your and my time, let's start with this recursive function. Okay. So here is the recursive function you can see on the screen. Now and we are going to find the output of this recursive function. So let's see how to find and I will explain it thoroughly. Please try to listen. And if you have any confusion, you can ask through comment section. See this function there, recursive function there, and its name is what? What is the name of this recursive function? You can see it is number. Okay, it is what? Numbers. And it is requiring one integer value and it is not returning any value. It will not return a value. It will print something. So here you can see two system.out.print are there. So this recursive function will not return any value. It will print something. So here we have to show the working and the output what this recursive function is going to produce. Okay. So let's start. Consider the value of n is what? 5. The, the value of n is what? 5. Means what? We are calling the function first time and the function name is numbers and we are passing 5 to the function. This 5 will go to n. Okay. Then control will go inside the function and see what about this condition. This condition is true. 5 is greater than 0, condition true. So what will happen? Control will go inside the if block and you can see here system.out.print n. N will be printed with a space and line will not be changed since we have written print only. So because of print the cursor will remain in same line. So the value of n is what? 5. Here I am writing the output. Okay. Output here I am writing. The output is what? What is the output? 5. 5 will be printed. Got it? 5 is printed. Then see this part. You know recursive function, a function which calls itself. Before this, I have already uploaded 2 videos on recursive function. So if you have not seen that, please go through that videos first. Then the things will be clear, more clear. Okay. So I am requesting you all to go through. If you have not seen that 2 videos which I have uploaded previously, please watch that video. Then come back to this video and watch it. So listen. See this function. This function is calling itself, and this time we are calling a function and passing n minus 2 means we are passing n is what? 5 means we are passing 3. N minus 2 means we are passing 5 minus 2 means 3. So now listen, for this function call, let me talk about this function call. For this function call, what will be postponed? For previous function call, what will be postponed? Again, I'm repeating. 5 will go to n. This condition is true. The value of n will be printed. That is what? 5. Then what should happen? After calling, this should be printed. इससे पहले कि इसकी ये n प्रिंट होता, बिफोर इट शुड बी प्रिंटेड, फंक्शन विल बी कॉल्ड अगेन. यहीं से कंट्रोल वापस चला जाएगा यहाँ. Means what? For this function call, printing the value of n will be postponed. ये line postponed हो जाएगी. Printing the value of n will be what? Postponed. And what is the value of, for this function call, what is the value of n? The value of n is what? 5. So printing 5 will be postponed. Before that, function will be called again. Before that, function will be called again. I'm repeating again. Let's see. Consider we are calling the function first time and passing 5 to the function. Okay. This 5 will go to n will become 5. This condition is true. Then control will reach to here and n will be printed, that is 5 printed. After printing, see, the function will be called again. Function will be called again. So what should so for this function call, what will be postponed? Printing this line will be postponed. इससे पहले कि कंट्रोल इस पे आता, यहीं से वापस चला जाए कंट्रोल. So for this function call, printing n, what is the value of n this time? For this function call, what is the value of n? 5. The printing 5 will be postponed. Before that, function will be called again. यहाँ से function फिर से call हो जाएगा. So second time the function will be called again. numbers, and this time we are passing 3. Means for this function, previous function, printing this line will be postponed. Means printing 5 will be postponed. Okay. Before that, function will be called again. Now what are we passing? Now we are passing 3 to the function. This n, 3 will go to n. Now the value of n will be 3. Condition true. 3 is greater than 0. Condition true. Again same thing will happen. N will be printed. What is n? In the same line. Space is there already. In the same line. Line will not be changed. Okay. Then again function will be called. So for this function call also, printing this line will be postponed. What should be printed? 3. The value of n is what for this function call? What is the value of n? 3. 3 print hona. The printing 3 will be postponed. Before that, function will be called again. And now what are we passing? 3 minus 2. That is 1. Means we are calling the function again. The function will be called again and 1 will be passed as argument. Now n 1 will go to n. N will be what? 1. Still this condition is true. This condition is true. 1 is greater than 0, condition true. So n will be printed here. Means 1 print ho jayega. And from here control will go back. So for this function call also, printing n. What the value of n for this function call? 1. Means printing 1 will be postponed. Before that, function will be called again. Now what are we passing? N minus 2. What is n? N is 1. See? So 1 minus 2 will be what? Minus 1. Means we are calling the function and passing minus 1. So control will go to here. N will be what now? N will be what? Minus 1. And this condition is false. So when this condition is false, control will not go inside the loop, inside the if statement. It will go for closing. And closing say, from closing, control will come back to the function call. Agar function ko if function is not returning any value, then from the closing, control goes back to there from where it is called. The control वापस यहाँ आ जाएगा. It was the last function call. So control will come back to this function call. So nothing is postponed for this function call. We called the function and control came back. हमने फंक्शन को कॉल किया, कंट्रोल वापस आ गया. तो इस फंक्शन कॉल के लिए, लास्ट फंक्शन कॉल के लिए कोई भी चीज पोस्टपोन नहीं हुई. सो व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन नाउ रिकर्सन स्टॉप. अब रिकर्सन क्या हो गया? स्टॉप हो गया. नाउ कंट्रोल विल गो फॉर द प्रीवियस फंक्शन कॉल्स इन रिवर्स ऑर्डर as I have explained in previous videos. Control will go for the previous function calls in reverse order and the postponed task will be completed now. So going back to the previous function call for this. So for this function call, what was postponed? Printing 1. ये line सब हर for each and every function call this line was postponed. Printing n. For this time, for this function call the value of n was 1, so that printing 1 was postponed. So 1 will be printed. Then it will go for previous function call 3. For this function call also same line was postponed. Printing 3, 3 will be printed. Okay. Then it will go to previous function call. For this line, for this function call, same thing. Print this line was postponed, means printing 5. That for this function call, the value of n was 5. So 5 printing 5 was postponed. So 5 print hoga. 5 will be printed here. Got it? And so this is the finally, it was the final function call. और प्रिंट होगा, फिर क्लोजिंग से कंट्रोल वापस चलता जाएगा. प्रिंट होगा, कंट्रोल वापस चलता जाएगा हर बार. सबके लिए कंट्रोल वापस चला जाएगा. फाइनली कंट्रोल वापस यहाँ चला जाएगा. So 5 3 3 5 3 1 1 3 5. This is the output of this question. This function will not return any value. It will print something. It is not returning any value. You can see the return type of this function is what? Void. So it will not return any value. It will print. So here in such recursive function which are not returning any value but printing something, we have to show this is what working. This is working or dry run, whatever you want to say, dry run. And what is this? This is the output. Both you have to show in such case. So finally this output is, what is the output of this? 5 3 1 and 1 3 5. Got it? So this is about this function. If any doubt you can ask through comment section. For this video this much only. And please, if any doubt, I will upload more videos of recursive function. So wait for that. Till that, watch this video. And if we have any confusion, any query, you can ask. Or if you have any suggestion for me, if any improvement I can do, please suggest me. Okay, so thank you.